Aquarius, hello and welcome, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and we are doing April readings today. I've got the Unfolding Path Tarot here, and we've also got the Wisdom of the Oracle. So we'll pull a card from that. As always, these are general readings for a general Aquarius audience, so it might really resonate with you, or it might resonate here and there. I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major placements. So your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. If you've been here before, you know I fast forward the video over the shuffling part, and I will catch up with you when I start to lay out the cards. See you in just a sec. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what we've got. Five of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, and Two of Cups. Okay, let's get everybody in focus here. Okay, and now let's pull one more. Okay. By the book. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with by the book, because this is kind of an unlikely one for Aquarius. By the book is about following society's rules, and typically Aquarius kind of hates that. Aquarius likes to kind of follow their own rules, and typically, I mean, you're not animals, right? But you don't like being bound really by society's rules. You don't like formality, typically. This isn't about formality, but it is about understanding the structures that maybe other people need, and that allows for other people's comfort, which can then allow for you to get along with others. So it's kind of like there's no I in teamwork kind of thing. Like, it's all very well and good to be, you know, an individual in concept when it's only affecting you. But there are some situations where you have to understand sort of the needs of others and meet them in sort of a middle ground. And sort of some of society's rules allow us to do that. Like, you know, we have to wear pants when we meet in public places, even if you're, you know, walk around bottomless in your own home. That's a terrible example, I suppose, but you know, there's just some rules that are helpful when we connect with other people, and this card is suggesting that being a little more aware of society's rules. And I know that's kind of a dirty word to Aquarius, but just being a little more sensitive to other people's kind of need for social structure will help with some of your connections with loved ones, maybe at the workplace or in other ways that you collaborate and connect with people. Because we're looking at the tarot here, and it looks like at the heart of the matter is a relationship or relating with others. So, it may be a romantic relationship, or it doesn't have to be. It could be, the Two of Cups can refer to platonic relationships. It can refer to, a business partnership. It can refer to a really tight association like your improv group, or a tight-knit work group. But the Two of Cups typically indicates a tight bond, and building a tight bond with a person or persons. And, being connected with someone that sees you and gets you, and being that person to somebody else, or somebody's else's, or other people. Because just like we like to be seen and for our true authentic selves, it's only fair that we can be that safe space for somebody else or other people. So building that kind of a safe space, that safe relationship, seems to be at the heart of this reading. And it looks like there's been some misunderstanding. The Five of Swords indicates a time of confusion or chaos, or perhaps even a fight, or even for some of you, there could be an estrangement or separation. Certainly, at the very least, a misunderstanding. And that's due to a difference in communication, a difference in, perhaps people playing by different rules, right? You may have a different expectation of, or you may be playing by a different rule book, and that may have caused some friction. Now, if you want to rebuild the relationship, or maintain the relationship, or build a new relationship, there's something about repairing the misinformation that will have to be addressed. And now here's the tricky bit. We have the Eight of Cups, which is a card that can go. These two are actually kind of the same, kind of talking to the same thing. So the Eight of Cups can be walking away, or it can be going all in, but there's no more halvesies about it. The Two of Swords is about being torn between two decisions or two paths, and not being sure which way to go. And I'm suggesting that this reading is for you. I'm not reading for anybody else. This reading is for you. So it's really up to you as to whether you're going to walk away or whether you're going to jump in. But the solution is, the only way to go all in is to meet somebody halfway and change kind of your approach. So that's the tough decision. It's a kind of either or thing. It's on you, it looks like, from this reading, to be honest about, where you're at. But it would require, that authenticity But it would also require moving forward a sort of change of behavior, a change of communication, I would say. So I can't decide that for you. The tarot can't decide that for you. It's absolutely up to you as to what you really want. If you want to move forward and, kind of get a new playbook, or if you want to walk away. Now, the only other way I could see this playing out is if the other person has a playbook that doesn't make sense to you and you don't want to change your behavior. You can ask if they'll meet you in the middle, but ultimately the only person you can change is yourself, right? You can't make them change. So then the option becomes, after you're honest, if they're honest with you, because it looks like from this, maybe you haven't had a conversation about what you need, or you haven't fully addressed the differences in your styles. You haven't fully addressed whatever this was. You haven't decided whether to walk away or whether to give it another go. It looks like you're still in this, I don't have enough information to make a choice. So the only thing you can do is have a conversation with the other person. So it's either you know that you need to change, or you know you need to ask them to meet you halfway. Somewhere in there, some variation in there. Here's a little something about tarot ethics from my perspective. I know a lot of tarot readers will tell you what somebody else is thinking. I focus on you. I believe it is unfair and unethical to poke around the mind, the heart, the needs, the yearnings, that all of that of somebody else on your behalf. Just, it would be like reading their diary. That's unethical. Just like you wouldn't want somebody else poking around in your diary, right? So I limit my tarot readings to what we can see for you from your current energies as they're evolving. So if we quickly pull a clarifier, okay, we get the Wheel of Fortune. Which is not terribly clarifying. It is not a person card. It is not like an event card. It indicates that you will, of course, be released from this situation, in that you will be released from stagnation. The Wheel is typically a change of fortune, a positive change of fortune. But it's not necessarily a clear-cut indication that that it will go one way or the other. So I think what the tarot is telling us here is that there's a conversation you need to have and a decision you need to make. And the decision, the final decision might be different for different Aquarians. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Aquarius. I hope this has been validating at least. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, check the other videos for your other placements, your sun, your rising sign, your moon, if you haven't already done so. And until next time, take good care. Bye for now.